like the stages that dress up. Some get all dressed up. Some like this. It's my nicest graphic tee. I love that. I stopped. We paused. Let's stop. Tony Lewis came on. Yeah, like Tiny Tony. We're pretty good. Most of the students yeah. Yeah. He crimped his hairs. Yeah, no. He's got his drip, he's got his Letterman jacket, his bomber jacket. His far left. Right on the end. Yeah, it's nice to see how many of them, you know, have. Like, he looks so nice. Yeah. I saw White Schmidt in, like, tucked in like shirts. Like a frat kid from the,
Good evening, families, teachers, and of course our 8th grade students. It's an honor to stand before you today as we gather to mark the end of your middle school chapter in your lives. Today is not just another school day. It's a moment of reflection, celebration, and anticipation for what's to come. It's a culmination of years of hard work, growth, challenges, and triumphs. And today we celebrate you, the amazing young people who are about to embark on the next part of their journey, which is high school. This year's been filled with its own set of adventures, whether it's navigating a difficult assignment, studying hard to get a good grade on a test or quiz, overcoming personal hurdles, or just getting through those days when it felt like the world was moving too fast, but you persevered. You've shown resilience, you've shown courage, and you've shown that it means to be part of a community that supports and lifts each other up. You've learned so much, not just from textbook or exams, but from each other here. Remember that your success isn't just measured by grades or rewards. It's about the relationships you've built, the lessons you've learned from failure and success alike, and that you've evolved as young adults. Every conversation, every group project, Every laugh shared in the hallways or moments of struggle have helped you guys grow and make you who you are here today. And that person is someone that has a bright future ahead of you. As you prepare to move on to the high school, I want to remind you that the road ahead may not always be smooth. You'll face new challenges. You'll find yourself stepping out of your comfort zone or even stumbling along the way. And that's okay, because each challenge, each moment of difficulty is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become even stronger. Take pride in the fact that you power to shape your own future. You have the ability to choose your path, to set your goals, and to chase after your dreams with determination and heart. Never forget that the choices you make today will have an impact on the person you will become tomorrow. Be brave, be curious, be humble, be kind, and most importantly, be true to yourselves. I want to leave you one final thought as you continue to grow. Don't rush through life. Take time to appreciate these little things. Value the friendships you've made, the lessons you've learned, and the people who've been there along with you this whole way. High school will bring new experiences, new friends, and new opportunities. Embrace them, but always remember the lesson from this chapter of your life. On behalf of all the teachers, staff, and families here today, we are so proud of each and every one of you. We can't wait to see the amazing things you will accomplish here in the high school and beyond. You have everything it takes to succeed, and we believe in you. Congratulations here to our 8th grade class of 2030. The world is waiting for you, and we know you're ready to take it on. Keep being awesome as always. All right, before I hand the mic over to Mr. Lyle here, I'd like to thank some of the following groups here to make this here possible today. One is your 8th grade team that's behind here, getting everything set for you here tonight. They did a lot of prep work ahead of time to get everything happening. Our building secretaries for putting together all the envelopes with all the certificates that are inside there so that we can hand them out to you here today. Our communications department for making the flyer and the social media posts. The custodians for their help with the cleaning up after tonight's event. Mr. Drennan and Mr. Hames for all your hard work and support all year long with our Sycamore Middle School. And then Hannah Nelson and the Auditorium staff for having everything ready for promotion night and live streaming it on YouTube. And then last but not least, I'd like to thank Dr. Campbell for being our audience here tonight, our superintendent, for her continued support of the Sycamore Middle School. Let's all give them a round of applause. All right, I hand over the mic to Mr. Lyle.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. And Feliz Navidad. If you know, you know. I've been waiting all day for that. First of all, today, as we celebrate this moment, we carry with us the memory of Maggie Green, who will always be a part of our class family. Though she cannot be here to share this special day with us, her spirit is with us. We will remember Maggie as a valued member of this class, and we dedicate this promotion to her memory. So, moving on. Now, standing up here tonight, I know the unique challenge of the speech teacher delivering a speech. And so I'm uniquely and acutely aware that my toes are facing the audience, my posture is upright, my hands are doing some things that may be appropriate, and most of all, I know that some of you right now are probably taking notes to give me feedback tomorrow, and that's fine. So you can check off your mental rubrics and check off your list of Lylisms that might come out tonight. But despite being under the microscope, I'm incredibly honored to be one holding the microphone. Not really, because it means I get to talk about you. Tonight marks both a conclusion and celebration of a new beginning. We, your Team Destiny teachers, have enjoyed being a part of your growth and holding a small place in your story. Our goal has always been to provide you with a foundation, one that's built on taking risks and stepping out of your comfort zone. Because as we know, in this next 4 years, nothing grows in your comfort zone. So as you enter high school, remember that part of your destiny you can actually control is based entirely on your choices. You control the attempt. So as you move forward, I challenge you to make the most of every single moment. I know you won't believe me until you're seniors, but the next 4 years are going to fly by for you. So the challenge is do something entirely new and go out for that sport or activity and attend the dances and support the play performances and sign up for difficult classes that challenge you and choose the path that helps your future even if it's unpopular. And never, ever be afraid to be uncomfortable. And through it all, remember, you will never forget kindness. Never regret kindness. My bad. One glance through tonight's program, it's clear that we have a massive amount to celebrate. In fact, given our strict mandate to keep this event under an hour, we actually had to limit how much time we could spend bragging about you before getting to the promotion itself. But since I'm the one with the microphone, I hope you'll indulge me just for a moment as we recognize a few things that are in your program. So in conclusion, just kidding. This year, as you can see detailed on pages 3 through 8 of your program, Team Destiny includes our band and orchestra award winners, multiple artist scholars, 14 students who completed at least 20 hours of service to their community, 19 students who fully participated in the Innovative Thinkers Project, an Illinois Principals Association Leadership Award winner, and a multitude of GPA honor roll achievements. While we don't have the time to bring every single one of these impressive students up to the stage this evening, let's take a moment right now to recognize and congratulate all of them. And because it's like I had a... Mr. Jennings is going to come up next with the Teddy Roosevelt Award.
Good evening. The Teddy Roosevelt Award is our first award of the night, and it's named after President Theodore Roosevelt. Nothing in the world is worth having or worth doing unless it means effort, pain, difficulty. I have never in my life envied a human being who led an easy life. I have envied a great many people who led difficult lives and led them well. Theodore Roosevelt. President Theodore Roosevelt lived by that creed as he continually sought to challenge himself. In the spirit of his words, our team gives this award to students who continually put forth their very best effort and try their hardest each and every day, no matter the challenge or the obstacle. These students truly embody the ideas of determination and persistence. This year, the following students have been chosen to receive the Teddy Roosevelt Award from Team Destiny. Please clap for Aurea Carcavazzo-Ziegler and Hannah Anderson. This is where you get to come up. The next award is also mine and Miss Winters to give. It is the History Masters Award. The History Masters Project began as a way for students who have a true passion for history to follow that passion and be recognized for their dedication. The students who choose to complete the History Masters Project did so in their free time in addition to their normal workload for school. They wrote letters, they conducted interviews, they visited historical sites, among many other tasks. These students truly exemplify what it means to be a historian. For completing at least 8 projects, the following student attained the level of History Master. Please give a round of applause to Nora Mosca. And now Mr. Peterson will handle the math awards.
Hello, everyone. So it is my honor to present the Achievement in Mathematics Award to a couple of our outstanding 8th graders this year. Math is just so much more than numbers, formulas, and equations. It's a subject that challenges us to think critically, solve problems creatively, and persevere when solutions are not immediately obvious. The students receiving this award have demonstrated exceptional dedication to their mathematical studies throughout the year. They have consistently approached challenges with determination, maintained high academic standards, and shown a willingness to push themselves above and beyond what is required. Their success is not simply the result of natural ability, but of hard work, persistence, and a commitment to learning. These students have been positive examples for their classmates. They ask thoughtful questions, they contribute meaningful ideas, and are often willing to help others understand difficult concepts. Their curiosity and enthusiasm for learning have helped create a classroom environment where achievement and growth are celebrated. So Mrs. Peterson is a math teacher that is offering some awards, but she could not be here tonight. So we will start by recognizing the people that she would like to recognize. And those people are Oliver Gale and Lily Mangino. So let's give it up for them. Next, we have a couple of students who, over the course of the years, have advanced themselves into even more advanced math than what I teach, algebra in 8th grade. We have a couple of students, one who is currently in geometry, and Ms. Caney sent me his name, wanting to recognize him. And then we have a student that is actually taking Algebra 2 currently, which is crazy. Let's give a round of applause to Charlie Brown and Daniel Hua. And then my last award, I saved it for last because I wanted to do kind of something special. So if my 9th hour algebra class, could everyone just stand up for a second? I want to recognize these students for one reason, and that's because in 7th grade, they decided to, well, at least most of them, decided to take it upon themselves to self-study 8th grade math. And basically what I say is skip 8th grade math. So I just want to recognize all of these people for all of the hard work that they put in to kind of advance themselves in math. So we can give them all of a round of applause right now. You guys should be all very proud of yourselves for the hard work that you've done. So with that being said, it was extremely difficult to kind of narrow some people down here. So for algebra, I have chosen this person who just thinks of things a lot different than I do. She was able to find ways to solve problems that I had never thought of. She just showed me a lot of different things. She sees patterns better than I do, and kind of helped me through on those long ninth periods when my brain is not really firing on all cylinders. So I would like to thank Alyssa Klein, my Algebra Math Award. And then I have one more, and this is also a special one because this is another student who, over the course of this year, just showed total commitment to math, willing to learn anything, even so far as she started studying algebra just on her own. So for my last award here, I would like to recognize Sadie Sparts for her hard work. Congratulations, everyone. And now we will move on to the Innovative Thinkers Awards, which I also get to give because Mrs. Peterson is not here. So, or are you doing it? Never mind. I don't have to do it.
I should have let him do it. In science class, we complete a unit called Innovative Thinkers. Within this unit, students are tasked to become the scientist, where they create a controlled experiment and report out their findings, the engineer, where they design a solution to a problem, or the teacher, where they teach a group of people about a scientific topic. This year, we had 21 students that completed all components of the Innovative Thinkers project. We would like to recognize these students by having them stay where they're at, but just standing when your name is called, and we ask that you'll hold your applause until we get to the end of the list. So these students are Lily Becker, Olivia Bussey, Quentin Coleman, Kelsey Heisner, Dakari Holmes, Madeline Jabley, Messiah Jackson, Grace Katzel, June Kirchman, Harmony Marshall, Izzy Mercado, Nora Mosca, Autumn Moses, Violet Pittman, Weston Pointer, Josephine Ratfield, Ryu Rivera, Silas Ruckolt, Caden Shackelford, Michaela Stover, and last but not least, Mia Tanaki. From these projects, we have the honor of awarding our Lab Coat Award. This award is given to the student or the group of students who show curiosity, innovation, and ingenuity. This year's recipient handled any problems that came up while working on their project and also presented at Science Olympiad. They patiently taught all ages about flammability and chemical reactions, and we are proud to present the 2026 Lab Coat Award to Autumn Moses. Put it on and take a picture. Congratulations.
All right, we're on to our last couple awards before we get to the promotion of our 2026 candidates. The award I'll be presenting is the Team Leadership Award. Leadership is not always defined by titles or positions. It's reflected in actions, integrity, and the ability to inspire others. This award celebrates the many forms leadership can take, from guiding a small group through challenges, to quietly uplifting peers, to steadily influencing positive culture within the classroom. Whether through bold innovation or everyday encouragement, the recipients of this award exemplify what it means to lead with purpose, empathy, and impact. This year's Team Destiny's Leadership Award recipients are, please hold your applause till the end, this is quite the list. Mackenzie Johns, and please come up here as well. Finley McDonald, Preston Weichel, Kelsey Heisner, Lainey Pearson, Paige Calmer, Taylor Wiepert, Henry Rex, Julia Yeager, Michaela Stover, Wyatt Schmidt, Georgia Walter, Grace Katzel, Olivia Bussey, Grayson Sullivan, Ryu Rivera, Graham Moore, Jordan McNeil, and Mia Tanaki. One more round of applause for this amazing group, please. Okay. For our final award, Sycamore Middle School would like to recognize students who not only excel in the classroom, but also who demonstrate the highest degree of character and good citizenship. They exemplify all 8 dispositions outlined by District 427. They're resilient, responsible, confident, flexible in their thinking, collaborative, empathetic, effective communicators, and natural problem solvers. And while we have many students who've demonstrated these dispositions throughout the school year, it was our difficult task to narrow it down to 2. Students, parents, and supporters, please join us in congratulating the 2026 Team Destiny's Portrait of a Spartan Award recipients, Dean Hansen and Sadie Sparts. Congratulations,
That 7th
Dean.
grader can't give you a hard time now.
Congratulations, Dean. And now to Mr. Jennings for the presentation of the promotion certificates.
At this point in the night, we would like to recognize each of our students and congratulate them on their promotion to the high school. As names are called, please reserve your applause and cheers for the end so that each family can hear their students' names announced. These are the candidates for promotion in the 8th grade class of 2026. Hannah Anderson. Mila Anderson. Emmett Armour. Fiona Arnold Mance. Camden Bartelt. Lily Becker. Liv Becker. Delaney Bean. Eli Bell. Grady Bieland. Chloe Blanchard. Savannah Bulk. Braden Borchert. Brooklyn Brown. Charles Brown. Olivia Bussey. Sophia Shammy. Evelyn Christian. Blake Kleinmark. Quentin Coleman. Lexi Colwell. Haley Condon. Adeline Coulter. Cadence Creasy. Brianna Dakin. Ellie Dean. Juliana Deitch. Lucas Devois. Dylan Dekoff. Kaylin Dorak. Misty Dwyer, Caitlin Dyer, AJ Eggers, Melody Estrada, Daniel Ferrero, Liam Fioretto, Harper Freiberg, Evan Funkhauser, Jasiel Gachuz, Oliver Gale, Sophia Geese, Delilah Gio, Mason Glass, Ellie Gordon, Eliza Hegemeyer, Colin Hager, Luca Hammingson, Dean Hansen, Daniel Harder, Anna Harris, Lauren Harris, Kelsey Heisner, Kaylee Hemmersbach, Dylan Hernandez, Mia Hernandez, Osiris Hernandez Roman, Ethan Harold, Henry Highland, Victoria Hinojosa Oyarse, Dakari Holmes, Joshua Howley, Daniel Waugh, Foster Huber, Rebecca Hyde, Madeline Jabley, Messiah Jackson, Harrison Jager, Julia Jager, Jillian Jenkin, Colt Jensen, Mackenzie Johns, Brian Johnson, Jahari Johnson, Caleb Johnson, Paige Calmer, Aurea Carcavazzo Ziegler, Grace Katzel, Rylan Kaus, Ethan Kelm, Honor Kennedy, June Kirchman, Alyssa Klein, Jaseed Lark, Rowan Lawher. Quiet out in the audience, please. Thank you. Anthony Lewis, Armani Lopez, Julio Lopez Neri, Harrison Malcolm, Xavier Maldonado, Lily Mangino, Harmony Marshall, Jace Martin, Tatum Maurer, Monroe McCoy, Liam McCune, Finley McDonald, Jordan McNeil, Nora Meyer, Izzy Mercado Vargas, Nyla Mitchell, Addie Moore, Graham Moore, Kenzie Moorfield, Nora Mosca, Autumn Moses, Bella Mueller, Ryan Murphy, Lorelei Neese, Aspen Nelson, Brielle O'Brien, Cameron O'Hagan, William Olson, Leah Organ, Rogan Ormond, Stella Palmer, Max Panic, Lainey Pearson, Brecken Peterson, Jackson Pincombe, Violet Pittman, Antonio Ponce, Weston Pointer. Quiet, please. Chloe Prather, Darius Puckett, Josephine Ratfield, Henry Rex, Angel Rivera, Ryu Rivera, Bay Rote, Elena Rowe, Silas Ruckelt, Blake Rutherford, slow down, Blake. Crutches, use the crutches. Esme Ryan, Asher Sam, Santina Saros, Sophia Sauber, Tayden Scalzo, Ray Schmidt, Wyatt Schmidt, Shaylin Schroeder, Caden Shackelford, Logan Signorella, Braden Sosin, Sadie Sparts, Oliver Spencer, Bailey Stout, Michaela Stover, Grayson Sullivan, Bentley Swanson, Cadence Tab, Tyler Talley, Nia Thibodeau, Natalie Tillman, Mia Tanaki, Madeline Trotz, Ivan Villagomez, Georgia Walter, Preston Weichel, Taylor Wiepert, Carson Williams, Bryn Woltman, and Ryan Woodworth. Please give a round of applause to all of our promotion candidates. To end the night, Mr. Hames would like to say a few words.
How you doing, 8th graders? Tonight's a promotion, but it's also a celebration. Celebration of accomplishment, growth, perseverance, friendships, and the journey that's brought this group of students to this moment, the moment you're promoted from middle school. And honestly, this class means a great deal to me personally. 3 years ago, you walked into SMS as brand new 6th graders. At the very same time, I was walking into this role brand new as assistant principal. We were new together. The last 3 years, it's been a privilege to watch you grow in size, grow in courage, and grow in heart. You look out for one another. You support one another. You make each other laugh. You show respect in ways that are not typical of society's view of middle schoolers today. And perhaps most importantly, you've shown compassion during moments when it mattered most. This was especially true in November of your 6th grade year when you faced the loss of your classmate, Maggie, something no group of students should ever have to experience at such a young age. Yet even through that loss, I watched you rally around one another with empathy, care, and love. Middle school gets a bad reputation sometimes, and honestly, there's reason for that. Middle school can be awkward, uncomfortable, isolating. There are moments when you feel unsure of yourself, moments when anxiety makes it feel impossible to even get out of bed, moments where you feel the need to fit in feels necessary to your survival. Very few adults sit around wishing that they could relive their middle school years, but here's what I've come to realize. Middle school matters deeply because it's where growth happens. Not the glamorous growth, not the kind you see depicted in movies, where there's some sort of inspirational music playing to a montage. Not that. The kind of growth that takes grit, that takes stamina, that takes resilience. These years are formative. They are transformative. They shape who you are becoming. And that's something I'm still learning myself, that growth is rarely neat and tidy. It's messy. It's uncomfortable. It takes a willingness to be vulnerable. It takes belief. And most importantly, it takes courage, the risk to put yourself out there despite the voices that inevitably are going to criticize from the sidelines. And just so you know, students, that's why I choose to work in middle school. You guys are fun. You do take those risks. Despite the enormity of life, at times, you embrace this stage. You're curious. You are emotional. You are empathetic. You are loud. You're honest. Brutally sometimes, but boy, you're honest. So what's my advice as you turn into high school? Remember, the world needs you. It needs your bold kindness, despite a culture that tends to be cruel. It needs your thirst for curiosity, your fascination for taking risks and finding ways to contribute. And most of all, it needs you to be there for each other, to be there for others. Some may ask, you want to change the world? It's not hard. At least I think. It takes a few seconds. I could tell this in a story that occurred to me when I was kind of in your shoes going into my freshman year. I was a brand new student. I was very quiet, and I had yet to make any solid friends. It's when I found myself being incessantly teased by another student in my English class. At first, I tried to brush it off, but the truth is, it bothered me more than I wanted anyone to know. It was humiliating, it was painful, it was lonely. Then one day, another student, a tall, charismatic student named Roosevelt, or Rosie as our classmates called him, began to notice what was happening. I'm not sure how long he saw it going on, but I do know one thing. What he saw didn't sit right with him. So that's when Rosie did something simple. He leaned over to the other student, and in 5 words, he changed my freshman year. He said, "Hey man, that's not cool." That was it. Just a few words. But you know what happened? The teasing stopped immediately, and I wasn't bothered again. I can't say for certain Rosie even remembered that moment, but I do. Like I said, changing the world can take a few seconds. Sometimes it's choosing to include someone, to stand beside someone, to speak up for someone. Not against people, but for people. Every single one of you has the ability to be that person. As you head into high school, you have opportunities every single day to decide what kind of person you want to become. And my hope for you is this: be the person who notices and doesn't ignore. Be the person who includes and doesn't avoid. Be the person who encourages, and be the person who doesn't put somebody down just for a cheap laugh. Be the person who speaks up when something doesn't seem right. I promise you won't regret it. Class of 2026, or 8th grade class of 2026 rather, thank you for allowing me to be a part of your middle school journey. Thank you for your kindness, your humor, your resilience, and the way you've cared for one another these past 3 years. We, all of us in this room, could not be more proud of you. And so with that, I ask the class of 2030 in Sycamore School District to please stand. And could we get some lights on in here so we can all see them? There we go. Let's officially hear it for the class of 2030. Congratulations, 8th graders. You did it, and we're proud of you. You guys can have a seat. Last thing I just want to say, parents, thank you for showing support of our 8th graders tonight, not just tonight, but over the last 3 years of middle school. Continue to be there for them as they grow. They may want to push away a little bit, but they need you, and they need their teachers. They need all of us. Guys, as you celebrate tonight, you can take pictures outside, but just be mindful that we do have another presentation starting with Team Journey happening at 7:30. So thank you for coming tonight. Have a great evening.